So, ein kaputtes Bett. Schrank ist auch nicht drin. Naja. So, was haben wir hier noch? Hier sind wir raus. Hier gibt es noch was. Schöner Revolver. Also, ist nichts Besonderes. Ist Standard. So, was ist das? Okay. Na gut. So. Hier ist auch nichts weiter, dann werden wir mal draußen gucken. Was wir hinterm Haus so haben. Wenn wir denn da was haben. Da ist auf jeden Fall schon mal eine Tür, die geöffnet werden kann. Bäm! Was gibt's denn hier? Leckeres Mais? Na gut. Schrauben. Muttern. Okay. Wahrscheinlich noch mehr Schrauben. Muttern. Yeah.
Ha! Phelps, you jump like a girl.
Witzig oder was? Haha, yeah, Roy. Da kickst du, wa? Oh, schnell mal eine Geheimtür gefunden. So, wo sind wir denn hier? Was haben wir denn da? Ein Laptop? Panels, Suppencompany. Mhm.
With Juan dead, we need a new suspect, Cole. Is there a pattern to the deliveries?
Ja, das Tijuana-Muster.
This guy EJ seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. Dates and times seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Den Grenzschutz.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
Okay. Noch mehr? Ja, ist wahrscheinlich auch bloß eine Büchse. Ja, wir müssen ja mal reingucken, was da drin ist. Da ist bestimmt keine Suppe drin. Genau.
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
Ja. Das denke ich auch. So, hier ist auch nichts mehr. Ja, dann würde ich ja mal sagen, wir werden uns mal zu dieser Dosenfabrik begeben. Mülltonne ist vielleicht noch was. Aber eher nicht, denke ich. Liegt da noch beim Rasenmäher? Achso, die Hake. Na gut, die werden wir nicht brauchen. So, na dann auf. So, Roy, kommst du hoch oder sind wir noch nie fertig? Ach so, vielleicht müssen wir noch mit dem Carruthers reden. Doch, Roy kommt. Alles klar. Dann auf zur Dosenfabrik. So, entweder in den Market oder in die Suppenfabrik. Ja, wir fahren das in die Suppenfabrik. So, Panels, Suppenfabrik 2310 Fountain Avenue. Firmensitz und Produktionsstätte von Panels Suppenfabrik. Na, dann mal hin.
Brother says the morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback. back from Cohen as yet.
Maybe Confidential magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I was you. That is one hot-tempered son of a bitch.
Bam. Du fahr. Alles klar. Du hast ein schickes Auto und das gefällt mir. Das nehme ich mal unter Beschlag. Wenn ich kann. Polizei, wir beschlagnahmen mal ihr Auto. Tut mir leid. Er geht ganz gemütlich erstmal, wa? Jawohl, schönes Eisen hier. So, da sind wir auch schon. Da müssen wir mal eben mal um den Block fahren. Und dann sollten wir da sein. Parnells Suppenfabrik, 11:01 Uhr. Jo.
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this place.
Ja, schauen wir mal, wer hier so sein Süppchen kocht. Schönen guten Tag.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
Mr. Parnell. Howard Parnell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
Ja, husch, husch. Oh, gleich hinterher gehen? Ach, geh mal gleich
You
hinterher.
just wanted to follow her, didn't you? You sly dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest, Roy.
If you could show these men in to see Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Ja, der Mann
Follow
ist...
me, gentlemen.
Jo, machen wir. Schönen guten Tag.
What is going on?
Na, das werden wir gleich sehen hier.
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
There's no reason to be rude. Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain why we found $5 bags of marijuana in sealed Parnell soup cans.
That's an outrageous allegation.
Och, no, jo.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on it.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course. We have nothing to hide. Doris, can you bring me in the current employee listing?
Here it is, Mr. Parnell.
Na,
On the
hallo.
desk, please.
Ich komme später auf Sie zurück.
Any name on that list that rings a bell?
Da müssen wir mal gucken, ne? Klingelt da irgendwo was? Jo, da ist er.
This is familiar. 1452 North Las Palmas. A Jorge Garcia Cruz.
So, wen haben wir denn hier? Howard Parnell. Augengrün, Haare braun, Alter 52, männlich. Eigentümer von Parnells Suppenfabrik. Ja, Mr. Parnell, dann erzählen Sie mal ein bisschen was über Ihre Fabrik.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
Ja. Na, die Wahrheit, ja, keine Ahnung. Ist das jetzt die Wahrheit? Ist das jetzt eher anzweifeln? Das ist jetzt die große Frage. Naja, nee, ich denke, es ist die Wahrheit.
The dope leads here, Parnell. Your new prosperity won't mean much when the papers hear that this place is a cover-up for a dope operation.
Son, that is a scandalous allegation. We fed the army during the war on products canned here, and we were proud to do so.
Ja, war falsch. Verdammt. So, ja, wie erklären sich denn die fabrikversiegelten Suppendosen mit dem Zeug da drin?
The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Tell me
Anzweifeln.
what I want to know, Parnell, or I will have half the LAPD down here tearing this place apart. You're hiding something.
Am I right in thinking you would not want to pursue misdemeanors outside your drug case?
Depending on what you call a misdemeanor, we might be prepared to turn a blind eye.
The truth is I employ a lot of illegals. No one wants to do menial work anymore. Most of my factory staff are wetbacks. The local blacks and Chicanos all want jobs in the aircraft factories.
Presumably because the pay is a lot better.
So, das war richtig. Ja, kennen Sie denn Ihre Angestellten eigentlich? Und diese Cruz-Brüder, da war ja einer bei Ihnen beschäftigt.
Ever heard of Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
Hm. Anzweifeln.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering. Like a guy shouldn't be able to turn a buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did it.
So, Insider George Garcia. Ja, das könnte der Insider sein, der hier in ihrer Fabrik sein Unwesen treibt.
Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
Anzweifeln?
You're being made a patsy by a dope ring, Parnell, and you're happy to sit here and let it happen.
You want my help? I said I'd help. You want to call me names? You can go fuck yourself.
Na.
We'd like to take a look
2
at the
von 4,
factory
naja.
floor, Mr. Parnell.
I hope we won't have to shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
Und wahrscheinlich abhauen.
I hate seeing how things are made. This is gonna be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
Na, dann werden wir uns hier mal die Fabrik ein bisschen angucken, mal. So, naja.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Fascinating.
Ja, sehr faszinierend.
Why don't you keep quiet? Might learn something.
Oh, good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
So, da kommt es sicherlich in den Kocher, genau.
The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
The soup is ladled automatically into cans. Next stage is labeling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me.
So, da kommen die leckeren Döschen.
This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Yes, sir.
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book. Just there on the desk.
Ich würde gerne das Buch angucken. Genau.
We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
So, das kann ja dann eigentlich bloß 20 Boxen. 15 Highland Avenue, Hollywood, ja, die sind.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
Can I have a look at that coin?